My name's John Edwards. My friends call me Johnny. I've been practicing law as an injury lawyer for over 35 years. I grew up in rural Idaho in Canyon County at a time when Canyon County was much less densely populated than it is now. I grew up on, of all things, Chicken Dinner Road. In high school, I worked every weekend and usually one night a week at the grocery store as a meat cutter, of all things. I learned to speak Spanish in school, and Wilder's an Hispanic community, and because of that, I was able to practice my Spanish and become conversant in Spanish. I went to college at the University of Idaho, had a great experience, learned wonderful things, met wonderful people, and really had 3.5 years of a great experience. You know, at our firm, we help people throughout the state of Idaho. It doesn't matter where your claim is, we can likely help you. We have no limits geographically. We've helped people with cases out of state also. We do that by associating with another lawyer, in that jurisdiction. But for serious injury cases, we can help anybody, anywhere in the state of Idaho. I help people who've been injured, whether that's through a car wreck, motorcycle collision, trucking wreck, people hit by cars who are pedestrians, people who have taken bad falls that are the result of someone else's fault. I've handled all those cases, and number, as I look at it, is nearly 5,000 different people I've been able to help over the course of my career. I see these people out and about now, and it's rewarding to run into somebody at Costco that I helped years ago and to learn that I made their life better. And that's really what my job is people come to me when they're really at the absolute worst place they've been in their life. And I help them get through it, and I help them make it better. And I love that, and I love what I do. And I love the feeling of knowing that I can help these people fight their case against an insurance company with limitless power and come out on top. When I think about my clients, I think the thing that I'm most passionate about is the idea that I get to protect them from the situation that they're in and the entities that they have to fight and overcome. I've spent my whole career fighting insurance companies. I love being David against Goliath, and I love doing that on behalf of people who otherwise couldn't fight that fight. They didn't have the skills to do that on their own. What I enjoy most is helping my clients. I think growing up in a middle-class family in rural Idaho helped me learn the values that I think are typical to Idahoans. Hard work, honesty, and doing the right thing. Working at the grocery store allowed me to get exposed to a culture of people, the Hispanic community, that I wouldn't have otherwise had any exposure to. I think I wanted to be a lawyer from a very young age, certainly in high school. Once I got into law school and had an opportunity to work on plaintiffs' cases, I realized that there's a huge disparity in power between the insurance companies that have all the power and regular people who get run over. I've been a Padre fan my whole life. I've always been an underdog. And I liked the idea of helping the underdogs against the big corporate America. If you were to ask me what motivates me to go into the office in the morning, it's knowing that these 150 people I'm working for right now need my help. It's knowing that when that phone rings, even if it's someone whose case I don't end up taking, I'm going to help them understand what's going on. I'm going to be able to teach them what's going on. If it's someone whose case I can help with, I'm able to help them understand that it's going to be okay. I like being able to make it better for these people, because when these calls come, these people frequently have thought long and hard about whether to call a lawyer. When these calls come, I know that I can make a difference. And that's really what drives me to the office every day, is making a difference in the lives of the people who have entrusted their lives to me. Our firm's main goal, main purpose is improving the lives of our clients, protecting them from the corporate entities that they're under attack from. I put my clients first by being available. From the initial meeting to every question they have thereafter, I make it clear that they're hiring a law firm and they're hiring a lawyer at that law firm. and they get to speak to that lawyer anytime. I want to be there for these people. I think what makes our firm unique is we're a firm of trial lawyers. The biggest joy we have is trying a case. And the reality is the insurance companies know not only that we will try a case, but that we know how, and that we will do it better than the lawyers they can hire. As a result, the vast majority of our cases don't ultimately end up at trial. And that's always to our clients' benefit. When you come to the firm, you're hiring a firm of trial lawyers. You're hiring lawyers who are willing to take your case from start to finish, whether that finish is a settlement or a verdict or an appeal. We're there to take this thing from the first day to the last day.